is causing something, and the idea that like God is allowing something, right? So when we particularly say that God would allow my Aunt Sarah to be a Muslim, right, you can't just like falsify the argument by equivocating to the idea that God caused it, because that's not what we're saying. And then also additionally, when we're talking about free will, and if God were to allow this, well, God has free will, yet God can't do evil, right? Additionally, even further yet on top of that, right, we see other issues that would include to the scope of even if God were allow it to for the reason of free will, this would still reduce down to the conclusion that it should all things consider occur, right? God allowing free will is just increasing the experience goodness. But yet you still said all things considered she shouldn't be a Muslim. So the contradiction is God allows things that all things considered should occur, and God allows things that all things considered shouldn't occur. P equals not P. Contradiction, buddy. Also, hey, Parker.
Platform didn't listen to a single thing you just said. Completely zoned out.
Yeah, no one was gonna listen to that.
Yeah, Platform, you just proved the point. Yo, Platform,
Yeah, no,
I have a
Dean.
question. Platform. Under your worldview, how do you know Jesus isn't Satan?
How do I know Jesus isn't saying? Because he said, "I am God." How many times did he say, "I am"?
Okay, but like, couldn't that just be Jesus like masquerading as an angel of light to convince you that he's
Satan
God
doesn't
when he's
do
actually
that.
not God to get
Sure,
you to
Parker.
go away from the true God?
Sure, Parker. This is very simple. Did Jesus heal people? Was Jesus the ultimate healer?
I mean, it depends on what your worldview
Yes or
is. If
no,
it is the case
yes,
that we're
no.
supposing that
What's
Jesus
your
is
worldview,
possibly Satan,
Parker?
well, then Jesus wouldn't be the ultimate healer.
And now
He
may
would just
peak
be
in these
using
silly
healing in
spiritual
particular.
things, and now may peak in these
Platform,
silly spiritual
Platform.
things.
I don't know why you're not capable of hearing an argument.
No, because you're asking questions.
You're
and
just
you
so
don't know the
emotional. Can we get some baby bottles in the chat for
Yeah,
Platform?
let's get some baby bottles in
Get
the
some
chat
baby
for
bottles
Platform,
in the
ladies
chat
and
for these
gentlemen.
two fools, because they're really that dumb. Parker, you're asking me a question you already know the answer to. I'm gonna ask you again. Was Jesus the ultimate healer?
No.
No, under the Christian worldview.
Under the Christian worldview, oh, typically yes.
Okay, so how could somebody who's an ultimate healer, who casts out demons in Jesus' name, in
I would
God's
say they don't know that.
Father's name,
Yeah, it's all
how could that
deception.
be
It's all
Satan?
deception.
How could
He's
that be
deceiving
Satan?
you into thinking.
Platform,
that
what
he's
you're
the
not
ultimate
understanding is I'm saying they don't know that.
Wait,
And
but
what I'm
didn't
saying is
Lucifer
that you
come
don't
to
have the
Jesus?
difference.
Dean,
You don't have
Dean,
you don't have the ability to determine that Jesus is not Satan, because everything
Yes,
that is
I
in the
do,
context.
because in the Bible, it
Listen.
literally- Jesus
The Bible could have been influenced by
talked to
Jesus, who would be
Lucifer
Satan
in
under
the-
this
Jesus
platform.
talks to
Platform,
Lucifer
can you
in
stop
the-
barking for a second?
No, you just run your mouth and you don't even know what you're talking about.
Can you stop barking
guys
for a
act
second?
like hey, the whatever podcast doesn't have a mute button.
I just want to know that I just want to hear you stop barking real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay. What was I just saying?
Yeah, no, because this is the
You have
whatever.
no
podcast
clue?
doesn't have a
He has
mute
no
button.
clue. He has no clue, dude. You really
Platform,
think
do you have
that
any
Parker-
idea of like what we were referencing in general?
You're being really generous by saying that Platform has an idea of what's going on, Parker.
He has no clue.
No clue.
No, 100%.
Okay, so what's going on?
Yeah, you're sitting here asking me questions on how do I have any evidence that Jesus is not Satan?
Yeah, what I'm telling you is that you don't have a method of actually differentiating between whether or not these claims are from Satan or from God, because the Bible could have just been influenced by Jesus, which under this notion could possibly be Satan. So again, all of these particular prescriptive norms in the context of Christianity all could have been influenced by Satan.
Dude, you're dumb. You're just dumb, Parker. You're just dumb. Like,
Wow, what a critique.
Best counter-argument of the
critique.
Best
That's
Let's get a round of applause for that argument, chat.
That is the defeater right
That's
there.
your opinion.
You're wrong
Everybody
because
give
you're
Parker a round of applause.
No, it was a question, Platform. That's not an opinion. That was a question.
So I'm gonna ask you.
Yo,
I'll
you're
respond to
you're
you.
so
I'll
right,
respond to you.
Platform.
Parker,
You
would
got
you
the
say? So
defeaters.
you're saying basically since the Bible was influenced by Jesus, that there's no counts showing that Jesus couldn't have been Satan influencing.
No, what I'm saying is that in order for you to say that you know the difference between Jesus and Satan, you would have to have expectations, internally speaking, from your own own subject, and which would dictate what would be good and what would not be good. Because if you do not have that, and you don't have those certain expectations, and those come from the Bible, that could have been influenced by Satan.
We do. We have all of that. We understand.
Well,
all
if
of
you
that.
do have that, well, then what that runs you into is the evidential problem of evil, right? Would you have the expectation that your God would command you to kill infants?
Parker, do we live in the same day and age that we lived 1400 years ago? Has society changed? Does society morals?
Society has changed, yes.
Yeah, really like shit.
Does change? Wait, no, you're not gonna cut me off, Dean. Does society change? Does society's morals change as
Yes,
we grow?
society's morals change. We don't believe today that it's okay for a God to impregnate a minor who's his mom, right?
Yeah, I don't care.
That's what changed.
Yeah, and essentially, like, Platform, you're essentially arguing here. Abby, thank you so much for the $8 on Venmo. W Abby in that chat. I appreciate you for that. The message says, "What's 4 plus 4? Ate that house down, bro." Thank you so much, Abby. But anyways, so yeah, you're essentially saying
Dean,
that.
wait, I want to ask Dean a question real quick.
I was
Dean, what
thinking-
part of the fallopian tubes does the egg get fertilized in?
I have no clue.
But you want to debate abortion and have all this knowledge
Yeah,
about
because it's a rational
You
argument.
don't even understand where the
Is
egg
the
is
location in which the egg is
What is
fertilized
this
in the
pivot,
fallopian
bro?
tubes relevant?
Hey, platform, nice pivot.
Yeah, beautiful pivot.
I just wanted
But
to show how stupid. This is how stupid you guys are. You just debate these topics in monologue.
We're so dumb that you can't even respond to my argument.
Yeah, and essentially,
I've
like
been
your response was,
Your
well,
response
society's-
was, I don't like it.
yeah, essentially, your
That was
response-
essentially
Hey,
what you just
Parker,
reduced it down to.
Parker,
So your
when-
response was that society's perception on morality
Wait, Parker,
changes,
is that how you were
therefore we
acting
can't
with the
trust our
whatever
perceptions
podcast
on morality.
said,
Is it
"Oh, we don't
possible
want
that God
you
had
to
some
put
morally
rules on
sufficient
him."
reason to make to
Wait,
make our other
platform,
cognitive functions
platform.
unreal?
They ran.
No, they didn't. No one runs from you two. Do you not understand that?
Dean, do you want to show like the messages?
Dude, they don't need to bring up two little influencers that are micro influencers to their platform.
Do you want him to like literally show you the DMs?
Great. They have Candace Owens up there. They have big people up there. They don't have two little micro influencers. That's why they played with you too. They made you waste money, Dean, to fly out to LA. Trust me, I know them. I'm not stupid.
So there's the message from the whatever podcast being like, here's the date and time. Here's what we need you to do in order to announce it.
Great. They just wanted a little bit of views from
And
your
then
people.
there's him running.
Ha! Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see if they let you back up because they said they're going to reschedule, right?
I just think it's a bad argument to say that they just do this for a little bit of views when they're gonna get like insanely
No,
bad.
they do.
They're gonna get really bad bashlack from this. Like it's
From
gonna
what?
be really
Your
bad.
2.3
Backlash.
thousand minions? No,
Backlash.
they're not.
No, not even from
Getting
just us.
backlash from
No,
your
no, 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 no.
your
Do you know who RC is?
Platform is the discount RC for real, bro.
For real. Do you know who
Dude,
RC
that's actually so real. That's
know.
how I first thought of platform in my head.
That's
I'm
why
not
that's why I'm
trolling.
trying to see if
Parker,
like
Parker, can you flex for me?
here.
No,
Oh,
Here.
okay. How many
Here, I'll
times you
let
been to the gym a week, you men?
I don't go to the gym.
Oh, okay. Right.
Platform, do you know who RC is?
No, I don't know who RC is, nor do I care who
Yeah,
RC
just
is.
really quickly, platform. I don't know why you answered the.
Sika, I want to ask you a question.
I was talking,
Wait, but I just want to ask
but
you.
I was
spell on
talking
you?
though.
Can I put a
But I was
spell on you?
talking though.
Are you okay with
But I was
this?
Man, you
talking,
just-
though.
she's kind of shitting on you, Platform.
All right, go ahead, Tashika.
Thank
Go
you, good
Go
boy.
ahead.
Good boy.
Right. So yeah, I don't know why you asked Dean this fucking question. Like, what part of the fallopian tube does do
Well,
eggs
you go
get
look it up.
fertilized?
You
It
go look it
is
up.
the fucking
You go
fallopian
look it
tube.
up.
You dick.
Larry, thank you for the
The
resubscription.
fuck are you
Look it
talking
up.
about?
Did
I
you go look it
have
up?
a vagina.
Wait, so you have a vagina? What ligament holds the ovary to the
I
uterus?
don't fucking know.
You got a vagina.
Ligaments, there are,
Yo,
dude,
shut
there
up.
are
You
so
don't-
many
you guys
goddamn
need to be
ligaments
quiet.
in the
Don't
body.
come up
I
here
don't know
research
that.
something on Safari and then come up here and try to sound smart.
So wait a minute. What is your criteria for whether or
I'll
not
ask you
someone?
another
Scott, thank you for the
question.
$6.66. What is the criteria for whether or not someone should be able to speak on some things? Because I'm pretty sure even you wouldn't meet this criteria. Platform.
Tashika, Dean, or Parker, then I think that you shouldn't be speaking on it.
How many muscles are in the human vagina?
How many muscles are in the human vagina? Let's see. What area?
Damn, that's so fucking crazy! That's
Damn.
so crazy, bro.
What's
Shut
that-
up!
Oh my God, platform! You fucking destroyed!
Oh my God, Platform! You don't know
Oh my
anything!
God!
You don't know anything! You shouldn't be talking about it! You shouldn't be talking about it, Platform!
Yeah,
Don't
shut your
speak on
ass up,
abortion!
boy.
You
What
don't know
kind of
anything!
Tashika, what kind of epithelial layer is in the vagina?
I don't fucking know, dude. All I do is fuck it.
Yeah, you're stupid.
Scott, I appreciate you for
Platform,
the
do you not realize that we were
$6.66 on
literally
Venmo. Thank you
we
so
were
much,
just
Scott.
showing what you did,
Can I
right?
also
To show
just point
the
something
show
out?
that how
You asked me a question,
ironic
I
it
was
was.
gonna answer her question.
You
Where
know,
at?
I just wanna point some-
and then you guys
Platform-
you interrupted. You sound.
I just want to point something out that I find quite funny. So when someone goes to school, they learn the theory of something. Like I'm going to school for philosophy. I'm learning the theory of philosophy. Then when I get out of school, I actually apply it. Right? That's kind of what Platform is going to be doing with a female vagina. He's spent, like the last 20 years of his life learning the theory of it, hoping for that day where he has the real world
theory. I didn't know.
application. And it just simply hasn't come yet. Platform hasn't had any real world experiences in applying the theory of the female vagina. But I think it's awesome.
I just don't know
the
why this is your standard for whether or not someone should be able to speak on these things.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You just sounded
I'm sorry,
stupid.
I don't know the intricacies
The
of
fact that-
my own
fact that
vagina.
Dean
I
just
don't
said
know about
that
any of
Scott,
that.
thank you for the $6.60.
Nor is
Thank you so much.
it required to talk about things like
Dean
abortion.
just said studying the epithelial layer, the histology of a vagina, is a theory is absurd to me. It's absurd.
Oh my
So you're
God.
telling me when we observe microscopically what we're looking at, it's a theory?
Bro, I made a fucking
It's a
joke
theory,
about the fact that
Dean.
you
It's a
study it
theory.
in
Platform,
theory
platform.
before you
Simmer
You're
apply
down,
so
it.
stupid,
Through.
bro.
Simmer
Rebecca, I
down.
appreciate you for the
But
salon.
it was
Go ahead.
never that serious. Anyway, what was the fuck ass question you were gonna ask me?
Yeah, baby.
Platform is so insufferable.
What was the
It's so insufferable.
like for real?
Platform
Like
is so insufferable,
unironically
man.
obnoxious as shit.
You don't know what this is.
Platform, do you know how to pleasure a woman?
Parker, I can pleasure your woman. Parker, give me your girl's number and I guarantee I can snag her up.
Platform.
Platform, you are
don't
literally
wanna
a
fuck
virgin,
with-
aren't you?
Yo,
Platform, you
Parker,
do not
Parker,
Wait,
want
platform.
to
So then you are a crazy sinner. Do you,
Just
do you
really
still
quickly,
engage in
Parker,
premarital sex?
Parker, he's gonna send her those videos of him doing those taekwondo moves and then losing
Oh,
his
yeah, he-
footing.
Dude, the really funny part is that like the way
All they
what
gotta
the fuck platform stop talking, simmer down. The way Parker's girlfriend would roast the absolute shit out of you, platform,
it's over.
the way she would roast the fuck out of you, bro.
It's over.
Are you kidding me?
Dean don't got the Glock. You guys
You're tweaking, bro.
What is he saying?
I don't
Got
even
the
know.
Glock?
You're a bunch of beans.
Beans? Why are we talking about beans?
You guys are a bunch of
What does that
beans.
mean?
It
Was he
means you
just
guys got
referencing
little
a puke?
beans. You got little beans.
You're talking about my clit? What are you talking about?
Oh no, not you, Tashika. I'm sure your clit's massive. I'm talking about Parker and Dean.
What the fuck kind of statement is that?
I was like, let me text
Why
my
are you
girlfriend.
talking about the size of my
I have never
First of all, it's
heard
actually
those
pretty
words
small.
being
Weirdo,
muttered
you're
out
so
of someone's
weird,
mouth.
Tashika, you're
What is
weird,
that even?
bro.
I'm sure
it's actually pretty small.
CLIT is.
It's actually like
bro.
really small.
Ah, that's how you know
Like, I'm
someone's
so sorry, this is
insecure.
such a
That's how you
weird
know someone's
comment.
insecure. It's really small, guys. It's just really small.
So
No,
like
you
you were
said you
talking
know
about
that
how
it's
really
small,
small me and
guys.
Parker were. You want to talk about
Like, what?
Platform,
insecurities?
the only one that would be overcompensating here would be you, platform.
Effectively,
Compensating for what?
effectively, you
Could you
got
imagine
your
when
butt
someone-
hurt.
What do you think,
Parker,
platform?
for what? For what, Parker?
What do you think, platform?
Parker, you know what's funny? Send me your mama's number. Send me your girl's number.
Bro,
They'll get a
Parker's
few pics,
girlfriend
and they
would
won't know
roast
what
your
to do with
shit,
it,
bro.
Wait, so
Stop
they
it.
could laugh at you too, brother?
you
You
kidding
already
me?
got 2.7 thousand people laughing at you. Another two, his mom and his girlfriend. That
Bro's gonna be
made
walking
push
around
you
with a fucking
overboard.
baby carrot.
That
may
Be
push you
so
overboard.
for real.
You can't even. I think
That
people
may
are laughing
push
at
you
the fact that you can't even
overboard.
grow a piece of facial hair. You wear this like
He
little.
has. What are you
you wear
talking
this little
about?
mustache thingy. You little boy. You little boy.
he
you
a-
guys are pathetic.
Look at him, bro.
Parker, where's
Bro,
your
look at
facial
him.
hair at? Parker, can you grow some facial hair?
Are you?
I'm not gonna grow
Platform.
facial hair. Why would I do that?
Why are you leaning
But you
towards the
can't.
camera like
But you
this, bro?
can't. You guys aren't real men.
Is that
You're a little
what?
boy.
Real
Yo,
men
one
is
in- one in the
crazy,
chat if you
platform.
fuck Parker,
Are you-
two in the
are
chat if
you
you
are
fuck
you are you
platform right now.
overcompensating? Platform, are you
Everyone right now.
overcompensating? Is growing a beard and a mustache the only way that you can be a man?
That's all you have, bro? That's crazy. Anyway,
you're definitely not
one
a
in
man.
the chat if you
Platform,
want
how
Parker,
tall are
two in
you,
the chat if you
platform?
want
You're
platform.
definitely not a man.
How platform? How tall are you?
Well, good question.
5'10".
Damn.
Yeah, Parker looks down on
Parker
you.
mugs you, bro. Anyway, look at that chat.
Okay,
Look at him
like I
once.
said, and I would still
at
box
them
you,
once.
Parker. Parker, you might be 6'2". Let's box and let's see who wins.
Bro, it's not
I'm
that
not
deep.
boxing anyone.
Ah, you're scared. I'm coming to LA May 10th. I just bought
Yo,
my
wait, can I? I'd be the
Dean
first
will
to-
actually box you. I won't
No,
box you.
I-
then.
I'm telling you.
I'll happily say it out loud. I'd be terrified to box platform. You know, like those crazy motherfuckers, bro. You don't
Yeah,
want to
that's
box
me.
him, dude. He's like,
That's
they get those deadshot eyes. And
They
then
start breathing through their teeth and shit. You're
Yeah, and they fucking, you know, it's, oh dear.
I
God.
told you though, Dean. I'll give you
Where's-
$10,000 if you could knock me down. Just box me, bro.
You're gonna have to
Oh.
open up a new line of credit for that, buddy. I don't want.
No, I have. I promise you, I got plenty of money. I will give you 10 grand the day that you box me if you can put me on a knee.
You
Okay,
interrupted
so
my
that
shopping
so
spree for
that's
this.
how you get your girlfriends.
Damn.
Am I trying to
They
get you,
still
you
didn't go with
weird
you?
ass dude?
Are you? Well, it seems like you're
Am
trying to get me in
I
the
trying
ring.
to get you, weird ass dude? That's not how I pick up ladies. Don't get it twisted.
Pick up ladies?
Yeah, because you
How
don't
much
pick
do you
them up at all.
bench?
Anything
Platform,
else
do you,
wanted to
do you
say?
still, platform, I have a question. Do you still engage in premarital sex?
Uh-oh.
I'm not. I got nothing.
You're going to hell.
Oh,
buddy.
he's a sinner, Chad. He's still a sinner. He's still ended up that premarital sex. Look at that. Look at that. He's really true to his values. Repent and turn to Jesus Christ platform. You need to turn to God. You're being demonic. You have all these fornication, all this sin, all this sexual perversion.
I'm gonna
I
go
go to
pee right back.
confession, brother.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go pee right back, Jesus.
I
I'm
go
gonna
to
pee
confession.
right back.
Jesus.
Dean, you're
you've
running.
been
I
having a
have told
stroke
you
for
I have
like-
$10,000 on the line to box.
I'm running to the bathroom. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
I got
Damn,
$10,000.
Dean, you're not
If I
even gonna wash
knock
your
you
hands,
out,
bro?
Dean, if I knock you
I'll wash him while I'm doing it for optimism.
I know when Dean pees, that shit sound like you frying chicken. It's crazy.
Bro said would wash his hands while he's that's crazy, Dean.
You wash your hands while you
Fucker.
pee?
Bro, it was a joke. It was like a joke about like the
Yo, right,
optimal
Dean,
piss
before you go,
length.
really quickly, but before you go, so you take a piss, right? You're holding your
I'm
hand.
done. I'm
No,
done.
listen to me. Wait, Dean, wait! Fine, I'm gonna ask the chat.
No, we're not even. No. We're gonna get banned. We're getting banned.
I'm not even asking something crazy.
Okay.
You're
I had a feeling you were gonna do something.
going to the bathroom. You have your phone in one hand. You wipe with the other. Do you still wash both hands?
Dean, or part
Shishika,
can I
you're
ask
done.
her a question?
Repent. Platform, repent.
I do repent.
No, you're not, because you're quite literally still engaging in fornication.
Wait, am I physically doing that right now, Parker?
Oh my god, no shit, fucking
It's a
platform.
valid question. Exactly.
So
You still do it though.
Who says I don't repent?
What did you do it yesterday?
Don't worry about me, fool.
Yes.
Yo,
Don't worry.
what?
Parker,
what
you're
is
so
with this
weird.
fucking
Why are you
black
trying to get
sand
up in my
platform?
business, you weirdo?
Platform, stop with the black scent. I don't know what it is about manic motherfuckers and the black scent y'all put on.
Tashika, please. I'm not from the same place you're from or
Where am I from, Platform? Where am I
I'm
from?
not from there.
Where am I
can
from?
talk how I want to talk, Tashika. Please
Where am
stop
I from?
It's still
racing to
yapping.
everything because you got issues. You have real issues, Tashika. So I'm gonna ask you, Tashika.
What issues do I
And
have?
platform has no issues, chat. You know, you heard it
This
here
is a
first.
man with no
Platform-
issues right
Platform
here.
got not a
This
single
man is
one. No, I can't detect one. No
He's
red flag detected with this one.
Yo, neurotypical man right here. Alert him. All right, we got a neurotypical man.
I ask you a question, you and Parker, because I asked Dean earlier. If you guys don't believe in God, are you guys okay with high priest witches? Are you okay with them putting
Yeah,
spells
like,
on
get
you?
off the game, little bro. Wizard 101's been rotting your mind, please.
Yeah.
Right, sure, then you shouldn't be scared to answer the question.
I'm not scared. Hell yeah, dude.
No, I'm
do those
asking
high
Tashika
priest
and
witches.
Parker.
Do all that shit.
I already asked you guys.
I actually had someone put a curse on me.
No,
a couple
I'm
weeks
asking
ago.
a high priest witch. Are you okay? Who does four-legged sacrifices? Are you okay with them?
Like,
Are you okay with them putting a spell on you guys?
That's so
Damn.
comedic. I'm so sorry.
God, boy, giggling at you and shit.
You guys got
That's
real
just so
quiet.
goofy.
You got real
What
quiet.
what are you
Real quiet.
saying, dude?
You got
Like,
real
what are
quiet.
you?
You're being cooked right. Sauteed, broiled at 700
Are
degrees.
you guys running from the question?
You're fucking cooked.
Dude, you're talking about like some Hogwarts type
And
shit.
now-
No, like, you're not fucking you're not
some
Gandalf.
Hobbit.
Simmer down,
Yeah.
simmer down, sir.
I was a
Simmer
whole
down.
hobbit. Actually, what are
Like,
you? How tall are
please.
you? 5'7"? That's
Parker, answer my question. Are you, okay,
What was your question?
are you okay with high priest witches putting spells?
Thank the
Guideline
Lord.
accurate.
violation.
Oh damn!
I guess the high priest witches put their spells on him.
They got
Alright,
him.
y'all.
They got him.
I'm probably
Actually,
gonna drop and go start my own live, but yeah, L platform in the chat, everyone.
Damn,
Spam
you
that
came
for
over
the
here
next few
just to
minutes.
talk to platform?
Yeah, just to take it because I was restarting my live.
Hell yeah. Well, hey man, I appreciate you for coming over. It was fun.
Of course, bro. Appreciate it. See everyone.
See ya, Parker. All right.
Well.
I'm gonna try to do the 1v1s today.
All
Tishika, I
right,
appreciate you for
Dean.
coming up.
Oh, so you hate me? Okay, it's fine.
I
Got
actually
it.
no, I don't hate you at all.
No,
I'm just
it's
testing out
fine.
the
It's fine,
algorithm.
Dean. It's fine, Dean. It's
Oh
okay.
my god. Okay. W
Okay.
Tashika, W
I'm
Parker.
joking. I love you, Dean.
Love you too. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and head back to the one-on-ones, y'all. Make sure if we are in those guest requests that we do think being a lesbian is wrong or immoral, y'all. We are just looking for some debates here today. Let's go and get our next guest of the night up here, guys. If you're enjoying the stream, double tap on that phone screen. Let's try to get up to 200,000 likes, guys. What's going on, John? How old are you?
I'm 15, going on 16.
Well, I appreciate you for being honest, but you need to be at
Wait.
least 18. You need to be at least 18, sir. Let's go to move on to our next guest here, guys. Let's go to get Macaroni up in here, guys. Also, share out that live with a couple of friends. And my Venmo, my PayPal are in my bio. If you want to support me, I get 100% of the proceeds. We got our next guest loading in. All right, that individual isn't loading in. Moving on to our next individual. Everyone, just give us a moment here, guys. Just give us a moment. All right, guys. I don't know why no one's loading in. I guess we just need to be patient here. Hi, how old are you? Okay, perfect.
Nigger.
All right, I apologize for his use of slurs. We got him kicked off really quick. We do not, permit that in the slightest. We're gonna go to move on to our next guest. What's up? How old are you?
I'm 28.
28. Nice. Do you think that being lesbian is wrong or immoral?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna move on to the next guest. Guys, if we're in the guest request, make sure that we do think it is wrong or immoral. We are just looking for some debates, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Brando? Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
Yeah, I got one reason though.
All right. Why so?
Well, I already get rejected by enough females, so if more females like other females.
All right, so please, moving on to the next guest. Funny calling them females, right? All right, Brando. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 19.
All right, do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
What do you mean? It's good. I am one myself.
Okay, guys, please use our... Yeah! Moving on to our next guest. Alrighty, let's go and see what our next guest has to say. Please. Hi, how old are you?
Oh, I did not mean to join, sorry.
No worries. Moving on to our next guest. Moving on. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 35 and I think we've met before, and I actually just wanted to be on the panel because like I'm a lesbian and I wanted to hear.
I appreciate you for coming up. You seem like a lovely lady. I think we have met before, but I'm just doing one-on-ones tonight. Have a good rest of your night, W guest. Moving on to our next guest. Hi, how old are you? All right, they automatically left. Moving on. Let's go and see what Jaden has to say. Alrighty. Okay, hi, how old are you?
Nigger.
Okay, we're gonna go to put him on mute, y'all. Let's go and see if he has his info in his bio. Oh wait, he does. His Snapchat's in his bio. That's really unfortunate. All right, moving on to our next guest. Let's go to get real up here. I apologize for his use of slurs. Hi, how old are you?
21.
21, very nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
It's wrong and immoral
Okay, why so?
because two women cannot create life.
I have a question. If I were to sleep with an infertile woman, would that be wrong?
Yes.
Wow, really? It would be. So do you have grandparents that are married?
No marriage in my family.
No marriage in your... Okay, well, do you have grandparents?
Yes.
Okay, is it wrong for them to sleep together since your grandma is most likely infertile?
No, she's not infertile. She has
How old is
kids.
she?
She's 50.
50. Okay. Well, she's going to be infertile in the next 5 or so years when she goes through menopause. It's a natural process. At that point, what do you say would be wrong for her to engage in intercourse with her husband?
No, because that's a man.
So what we see is when there's heterosexual relationships that can't lead to reproduction, they're not wrong. And it's only wrong if they're same sex. So that is you special plane. It's quite illogical to do so, sir. What's the argument here?
I honestly feel like it's an abomination. Like, why would you do that? Like,
Why is it an abomination? What's the reason? That's a claim. Let's hear the argument.
okay, because where in the Bible does it say that you can do that? Like,
Oh my
where
God!
does it
Where
say
in the
that
where in
you
the
can
where in
do
the Bible does it say that you should genocide infants? Oh, 1 Samuel 15:3. Where in the Bible does it say that slavery is okay? Oh, Leviticus 25:44 through 46. Are you sure this is a reliable standard for morality?
But what if I agree with it, you know? Bro, I'm playing, bro. I do
All
not.
right, bro. We're gonna go
I
and move on
disagree.
to the next guest. That's wild. That was a crazy statement. Y'all, if we are in the guest request, make sure that we do legitimately disagree and we are just here for some debates. That was a fucking crazy statement, y'all. Alrighty, guys. Everyone, start double tapping. If y'all all start double tapping right now, we'll be at 200K likes in no time. Moving on to our next guest, though. Let's go and grab him up here. Alrighty. Trit, you're not loading in. Let's go and move on to our next guest, Sarah, y'all. Once more, keep in mind, if you are in the guest request, make sure you disagree with the topic. Make sure you do think it's wrong. Hi, Sarah. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral? All right, Sarah's not here. We're gonna go to move on. Why, dude? You just requested Sarah. Do you not have vocal cords? All right, I'm guessing not. Let's go to move on to our next guest here. Just give us a moment. Give us a moment, everyone. Let's go and get our next guest up here. Thank you so much for the sunglasses. I appreciate you guys so much for all the love and the gifts tonight. If you want to support me where I get 100% of the proceeds, my Venmo, my PayPal is in my bio. I'll also give you a shout out. It's literally the best way to support me. Hi, how old are you? Okay, another guest with no vocal cords. Moving on. L Stage Fright in the comment section. L Stage Fright in the comment section. Lindsay, thank you so much for the $20 on Venmo. You were paid for my dinner, Lindsay. Thank you so much for the love. W Lindsay in the comment section. Hey, what's up? How old are you?
Are you hearing me?
I can hear you. What is your age? I can't hear you when you're on pause. There you go. Do you think being a lesbian is wrong or immoral, sir?
Well, yes,
All right, why so?
because it caused a decrease in the population.
Because it causes a decrease in the population. Is being infertile morally wrong? Ashlyn, thank you for the dollar. Okay, do we have a runner? I'm so sorry, y'all. I know that this isn't that entertaining. These guests just, aren't really doing too much. Yeah, I mean, that'd also rule, like, majority of heterosexual relationships to be immoral as well. I think, like, the reproduction rate is, like, 2.6.
Really think about the backing of some of these niggas that sit over here and troll.
Sorry, I apologize for that. Moving on to the next guest. Like, the reproduction rate in order to sustain is, like, 2.6. So you have to have 3 kids in order to sustain the population here, right? So this would rule out, like, majority of heterosexual couples as being immoral, even if they have kids, because most couples have 2 kids. Hi, Alyssa, how old are you?
I'm 18.
18, very nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
No.
Okay, Alyssa, I appreciate you for coming up, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Alrighty, let's see what our next guest has to say. Y'all, please don't waste my time. I love you guys, though. Tori, thank you for the hat and mustache. All right, our next guest is loading in. Be patient, guys. Be patient. Yeah, the way she said my name there, I suspected that she probably did not disagree with me. Alrighty, moving on to our next guest, everyone. Just give it a moment here. Hi, how old are you?
Nicker.
All right, we're going to move on to our next guest, y'all. Apologize for his use of slurs. Obviously, we think that's bad. All right, let's go and see what our next guest has to say. Hi, how old are you?
21.
Yeah, do you think being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
No.
Dude, please hop out of the guest request. I swear to God, like, you guys are really, like, not functioning. Moving on to our next guest request. Let's go and see what our next guest request has to say, y'all. This is this is a debate live, guys. This is a debate live. Just, like, read the background, please. Hi, how old are you?
38.
38. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
I don't. I would like to know why you think it is.
Dude, please, context clues. Anna, thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo. I appreciate you so much for the love. W Anna in the comment section right now. I appreciate you for the love on Venmo. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 38.
Nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
Yeah,
All right, why so, brother?
because I'm a nigger.
Y'all, this is a rough stream today. Let's go to move on to our next guest here. This is a really rough stream today, guys. Just bear with us. Hi, how old are you?
Hey, Dean, I'm 37.
Nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
So I actually, I'm a Christian. So, but I think it's a little bit more gray than that. I think that
With all due respect, ma'am, do you think it's wrong?
I'm not God though. I think it's wrong for me because I follow the Bible. So I think
what verse in the
that-
Bible says that being a lesbian is wrong?
I think that it goes to the commandments. One of the first, or the first commandment actually is be fruitful and multiply.
So if a
it
lesbian
really-
couple bees fruitful and multiplies through the use of IVF and surrogacy, right, would you say that that is now morally permissible? Lillian, I
Well-
appreciate you for the $5 on PayPal. Thank you so much for the love. W. Lillian.
Well, I do want to say that I think that in this context, like, it doesn't really matter what I think because I'm not God, or what you think because you're not God, or what anybody thinks if they don't follow God, right? They're not.
I know, but you're not really
holding
giving me
themselves
any
to
good
that
reason,
standard.
even in accordance with God's standard, to find it to be wrong to be a lesbian, right? You're not able to give me a
because I don't-
particular verse of the Bible in which says it is wrong. I more so feel like you're just assuming it to be wrong, and then assuming that God commands it is wrong, but you haven't given me any verse in which would say this. The
No,
one
I'm
thing you
saying-
did give me was a first commandment that said, be fruitful and multiply. Well, like, like sexual orientations aren't dispositions
Right.
towards multiplications. I'm straight and I could not have kids while my lesbian friend could have kids. So obviously we
that.
can't infer from the first commandment that it is therefore wrong to be a lesbian. And Kate, thank you so much for the $5 on Venmo. I appreciate you so much for the love. And Rip Parker, y'all. L TikTok in the chat. I'll go ahead and text him.
I just think that whenever we get into the whys of a supernatural creator, then we're doing ourselves a disservice. I don't know anybody that would have answers to that. Does that make sense? Like, I think that whenever we look for, like, a lot of the lives are going for evidence, and we're looking for worldly evidence of a supernatural being, and we're going to come up short
Dana,
on
thank
that
you for the
every single time.
$5 on PayPal. Thank you so much for the love, Dana. W Dana in the chat. Thank you so much for the love. Yeah, I don't really get your argument then. So you're saying being a lesbian is wrong because God thinks it's wrong. Give
I'm
me
saying
the
for
argument.
Christians, it
How do
says
you
that
know
it's a
that?
sin.
Yeah,
Because
what
in-
verse says it's a sin?
I would have to go look it up because I'm horrible with references. But I know in Revelation it talks about the people that will be outside of the kingdom are the sexually immoral,
And how do you know that same-sex attractions are sexually immoral?
Well, you could go back to the verses in the standard ones in
Oscar, thank you so much for
Leviticus.
the $10 on Venmo. I appreciate you so much for the love. W Oscar in the comment section. Thank you so much. You said Leviticus?
Yes. I
All
mean,
right,
that's just
so-
off the top of my head because I know that that's one that.
Yeah.
And listen,
So,
I'm not one that
hey,
likes
Jess.
to even. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Let's talk about Leviticus. So yeah, do you think that the book of like Leviticus in the Christian Bible is a reliable standard of like telling you what is good and bad?
I think that all of the Bible is God breathed. I think that it's all, I
that's
think that it's all
problematic.
important.
That's really problematic because Leviticus 25 verses 44 through 46 say that chattel slavery is okay. So if you think
and
that
I
that
think
is
that
a
it's
book of the Bible,
important to know that in that context, though, it's not talking about people who are bought. It's these people.
That's not
like,
true.
That
Leviticus
type of
25
slavery
verse
was a
44 says you
different
may
type
buy
of
slaves.
slavery, not
Nope.
the type that
No,
we know now.
Jess, you're incorrect. Verse 44 of Leviticus 25 is God saying you may buy slaves.
And when you take it back to the Hebrew and the Greek, which are very, very like intricate, and a lot of those words can mean a lot of different things.
No, they
is
can't.
what I'm talking about.
No, they can't. Virtually all historians, even Christian historians and theologians, would agree that in the context of Levitical law, it dictated that Israelite citizens could own non-Israelite citizens as property for life. Chattel slavery.
I think that again we're getting into the whys of God. I can't
No,
argue
we're not.
that
We're
I'm not
reading the
God. If
scripture.
I'm a God, but
No,
if
it
I'm
says
a
it in-
God,
do
if
you have
you're
a
a
Bible on
God
you?
dean, if you're a God dean and I've got one right here. If you're a God dean though, and you create humanity
up.
and you say
Okay, we don't need the preaching. Open up the Bible.
these
Go
are
to
the
Leviticus
no, I'm
25.
saying you say these are the rules, then those are the rules that you want your creation to go by.
Jess,
you know what I'm
all
saying?
of that was
So
irrelevant.
We're
No, I don't
just
know
all
what you're saying.
here.
Okay, useless to the conversation. Open up to Leviticus 25. It's the third
I'm
book
really
of the Bible.
not trying to be disrespectful.
You're not being disrespectful at all. You're just saying things that aren't relevant.
Gotcha.
But you are being very respectful. I'll try to be more respectful to you. So
No,
go
no,
ahead
you're
and-
fine. I don't do debates. I've never been in the box in your life, obviously. I try to really bridge the gap between people who
Jess,
believe
I don't
and people
care.
who don't
I'm
believe.
so sorry, Jess. I don't care. Please go
I
to
have my
Leviticus.
Bible open. I'm in Leviticus.
Yeah, go to Leviticus 25 and read us verse 44 through verse 46.
Verse 25. You said what verses?
Leviticus 25, verse 44 through verse 46.
Okay. However, you may purchase male and female slaves from among the nations around you. You may also purchase the children of temporary residents who live among you, including those who have been born in your land. You may treat them as your property, passing them on to your children as permanent inheritance. Hold on.
So do we see like why I
Right.
was saying I don't really care, just read the Bible, because the fucking Bible says you could literally buy slaves. Like I that's why I said I didn't really care about a lot of that conversation.
I
Dana,
just- in
thank
my
you so much for the
studies, these
$5 on
slaves
PayPal.
are
Thank you so
people-
much for the love. Thank you so much, Dana. W Dana in the chat.
In my studies, though, it's these people are people who are like a part of their family. A lot of times, these people were given inheritances by their people, and they were allowed
give me
to
the
stay,
verse that says
and
they
they
had to do
chose to stay, and they chose to stay. I don't have that.
So give
off
me
the top
give
of
me the
my head
verse
right
that
now.
says that they had to pay their slaves.
No, not that they had to pay their slaves. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that their slaves
So then
chose
what's the
to stay
justification?
because it was a good life for them, because they honored them, because they loved being with those people.
Wait. The slaves in the American South chose to stay because if they left, they'd get unalived, right? So therefore, would you say that slavery was permissible as well?
Do what now? I'm sorry. In American slavery?
Yeah, the slaves in the American South, in some sense, chose. Can you turn the TV off?
Oh, no, I can't. I'm sorry. I've got my headphones in and my son's right here. He's getting ready for
Oh, no
bed, so
worries.
he's got stuff on. It's okay. I can hop out. My only point was, I think that being gay, being lesbian, being a homosexual is only sinful if
I appreciate you for coming up, Jess. We're going to move on to our next guest here. But anyways, just for like everyone watching, the particular point that I was just trying to make is like, in some sense, you could say that the slaves in the American South chose to stay because if they left, they'd be unalive. So you'd be able to apply the same argument in that context, which seems redundant. Hi, how old are you?
How old am I? I'm 20.
Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
I do.
Okay, why so?
I just think it's absolutely immoral, you know. If reproduction is out of the question, it's just absolutely wrong, you know what I mean?
I don't think so. Is it wrong for me to sleep with an infertile woman?
It is.
It is wrong. Wait, do you think that BJs are wrong, bro?
Excuse me?
Do you think that BJs are morally wrong?
No.
Wait, can you reproduce from getting to BJ?
Depends.
No, it
Depends.
doesn't depend. It doesn't. You can't reproduce from a oral intercourse, right? So you're saying that oral intercourse, right, is not wrong, even though you can't reproduce. So therefore, we should be able to say that like same gender intercourse is not wrong, even though you can't reproduce.
It's in the Bible that it's wrong now.
Dude, please. And how do we know that the Bible's accurate in describing to us what's morally right and wrong?
We just know it's been around for thousands.
No,
of
we don't fucking just know. Give me an actual argument here. I know it's not true.
Don't fucking swear, mate.
Okay, so you swear me back? By the way, that was a sin that you just committed. And under the eyes of God, all sin is equal. Would you say the sin in which you just committed by swearing at me is just as wrong as like two men or two women engaging in intercourse under your worldview?
I think two men or women engaging in intercourse is much more wrong.
Wait, why? Because the Bible particularly says all sin is equal, right? So it's obviously the case that you hold some type of interpersonal prejudice against, right, lesbian individuals because you see it as much more wrong than you sinning. If you were truly just obedient to your faith, well, then you'd recognize those two things as being just as wrong as one another, right? And this is exactly what tells me that you are just a prejudiced, homophobic individual, and you just try to justify your prejudice by using your faith. But then when you get pressured by someone that's a little bit more intellectual than yourself, it absolutely all falls apart and it gets torn to shreds. Cheyenne, I appreciate you for the subscription.
Dean, are you a gay person, be honest?
Don't say that word on my live. TikTok will ban you and me for it. And no, I'm straight. I'm an empathetic person. I'm a rational person. I'm an intellectual person. See, that's where we differ. But anyways, what verse in the Bible specifically says it's wrong?
Are you or not?
I told you I'm not. I said I'm straight. If I'm straight, I'm not G-A-Y. But anyways, here's the question. Which verse in the Bible says that being a lesbian is wrong? You don't even know. What are the first 4 books of the New Testament?
Excuse me?
What are the first 4 books of the New Testament?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. What about the first 4 books of the Old Testament?
Yeah, I do know, but I just don't want to say it.
You have no fucking clue, dude. So first of all, the first 4 books of the New Testament are Matthew, Mark, Luke, and James, right? The first 4 books of the Old Testament are Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, and Numbers. And then the verses that get close to mentioning same-sex relations are Leviticus 18:22, Leviticus 20:13, Genesis 1:19, Romans 1:24 through 34, 1 Corinthians 6 through 9, and all of 1 Timothy. I have done my fucking research. I have studied your Bible more than you have. John, not James. Yeah, my apologies, John. And I would be able to contend every verse in which you could possibly mention to show you how it's like inherently flawed, right? And then also, yes, I did mean to say John. Did I say James? Rip. I think he's leaving. Yeah, W. James, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and James, WWW. I just misspoke. All right, we're going to move on to our next guest. He ran away. I don't blame him. See, like, honestly, folks, that's what happens. Like typically speaking, individuals will try to like disguise their prejudice and just say it's a law of their religion, but then they don't know anything about the religion. Hi, how old are you?
18,
What year were you born in?
2007. That would
Okay.
make me 18.
What month?
All right. I know how this works. I believe. No.
All right, you're obviously not 18. Y'all, we only have a couple guest requests at the minute. Make sure if you are watching the live that you do hop in the guest requests if you do think that like same gender or like being a lesbian is wrong or immoral, y'all. We have 2.2 thousand people
What's
up
up,
in here
B?
right now. Hey, what's up, Rondo? Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
Do you think trans people?
Okay, brother.
Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut you off there. I've got my live taken down like 2 days in a row, because people like to start talking about gender identity, all right, and other things. Those are all topics that will get me bananaed. So I'm gonna cut you off right there. We're gonna stay on topic here. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral? If you can't do that for me, I'm gonna kick you. But I do wish I could have conversation with you about that, but like TikTok literally just doesn't allow it.
Okay, that's cool, buddy. Yeah, I do think it's immoral.
So why
I
so?
think it's wrong. Because in the Bible it says that when you do these things, you got sin, you have abomination, you have transgression, you have iniquity, and you have abomination.
Okay, yeah. How do you know that the Bible is accurate in determining what's morally right and wrong?
You don't think it's so? What you think it's okay to kill people?
No, I don't think it's okay to kill people, but the reason in which I don't think that's wrong isn't because the Bible says it's wrong, but it's rather for other reasons, right? So it's just like a harm reduction principle, and that would obviously cause harm. But this is not an answer to my question. Why do you think that the Bible's accurate in dictating what's morally right and wrong?
Because I believe in the Bible.
I know, I'm asking why. Like, when I ask you why you think it's accurate, I'm not asking if you believe in it. Obviously you believe in it, or you wouldn't think it's accurate. I'm asking why you believe in it.
Because that's my faith.
Okay, so is faith a reliable standard of dictating what's true and false about reality? If I had faith that you're a murderer, should you go to jail?
Can you kind of slow down? You're talking fast. You said what?
If I had faith that you're a murderer, should you go to jail?
That's not the faith I'm talking about. What's your definition of faith?
Yeah, holding a belief without evidence, or just holding some trivial means to conclude a belief, right, to be true. But I don't understand how this notion of faith would differ, but I'll just give you a more analogous one. All right, if a Muslim has faith that Allah is real, does that mean that Allah is real?
That's their faith, and I don't
It's not
believe
the question
in
I
their
asked
faith.
you, man.
So you're asking me, does faith? I'm sorry. Say it again, bro. I'm sorry.
If a Muslim had faith in the fact that Islam was true, would Islam actually be true?
It's true to him.
That's not what I asked you, right? And then also, truth isn't dependent upon like him, you, me, or another. When we're talking about a God, the God either exists or doesn't exist. So I'll go ahead and ask my question again. If a Muslim has faith that Islam is true and Allah exists, is Islam actually true? Does Allah actually exist just like I exist or you exist?
Allah is just it means God. It's just another form of God. Muslims just don't accept Christ. That's what.
Okay, sir. We understand that you're not answering my questions at this point. Right now, I'm trying to determine if it's you like intentionally misrepresenting what I'm saying because you know that it really defeats your argument, or if you like legitimately can't understand the words that I'm saying. So I'll go ahead and phrase the question a little bit differently. So if a Muslim has faith that Islam is true, does this mean that Islam is actually true and that the Quran is reliable, legitimately reliable?
But listen to me, dude. I want you to understand.
Rondo,
what
I'm asking
saying.
you a question, sir. If you can't answer the question, I'm going to kick you and move on to the next guest because
No.
I don't have time for this nonsense.
I'm saying like Muslims aren't true. Like that faith isn't true.
Okay, so faith is not a reliable standard of dictating what's true and false. So therefore, when you present this form of evidence, aka faith, for the Bible being accurate, it doesn't actually make the Bible accurate. It just means that you think it is, and you're maybe a little delulu for this. See, my issue is with you, right, having this delulu, non-evidentiary based belief
how
that
is
the Bible is
it
accurate, and then you
delusional?
use that to perpetuate very real harm and marginalization into the life of lesbians. Like, just imagine you lived in a country where 82% of the Congress and every president in which they've ever had, as well as a large majority of the country, right, thought that this religion was true. And in this hypothetical religion, it dictated that some attribute of your character was flawed or morally wrong.
So are you
right?
saying that all Christians are delusional?
Yeah, I am. You didn't take away like anything. You didn't take anything away from my argument. In fact, you didn't really listen to it. You just
I mean, dude, I mean, I'm actually trying to talk to you. I'm trying to get in your mind. I want to know how you think. Because you said something about Muslims. You said about the Muslim faith. If the Muslim think it's true,
I'm
then it's
running
true.
laps on you, bro. You can't even
But
you
that's
can't even
actually
follow the argument.
I
You
am,
like
buddy. Listen. It's
no, bro.
actually that's
You dropped my views by 200 and you couldn't track the argument. Those are the two criteria for getting automatically kicked. Listen, if you can't track the argument and you make my views increase, hell yeah, I'll let you stay up all day. But when you can't track my argument and you make the views decrease, you get booted. Hi, Sarah. How old are you?
I'm 32.
Nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
No, I think people should just, as you were saying about faith.
Beautiful, Sarah. I appreciate you so much for coming up. We're going to move on to our next guest, Rachel. Y'all, if we are in those guest requests, make sure that we do think it is wrong or immoral to be a lesbian. Let's go and see what our next guest has to say. Hi, Rachel. Do you think that it's being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
I do not. I'm actually a lesbian.
All right, Rachel, I appreciate you so much, but y'all, let's try to not be like Rachel. We are just here for some debates. But Rachel, I bet that you're a great person, and thank you so much for coming up, and have a good rest of your day. We're just looking for debates, though. Hi, okay, they automatically left. We're going to move on to Tavion, y'all. Everyone just give us a moment here to get our next debate going. Hi, how do you?
18.
Okay, Tavion, you think I'm going to believe that, like, for a millisecond?
Yeah.
Very optimistic fella. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next guest, Paige. Y'all, make sure that we're double tapping. Hey, Paige, how old are you?
24.
24, nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
Absolutely.
Damn, with the conviction too. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, God said Adam and Eve, not scissor me, please. I said that. Hit me up, ladies.
Okay.
You own it.
Oh my god. Oh, she was trolling. I thought she was being for real. I was laughing at her because I thought she was being for real. Hi, how old are you?
20.
Nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
Do I think what?
Being lesbian is wrong or immoral?
Yeah.
Eli, what year were you born in?
2003.
What month?
September.
Okay. You are 20. So, yeah. So why do you think being a lesbian is wrong?
Because they, gotta get some room for the guys.
Okay. Why?
Because
why?
No comment.
Okay. 30. 30, chat. 30. I can't even finish my statement on live because TikTok will take me down for harassment. 30. What do you think I'm talking about? Hi, how old are you?
19.
19. What year were you born in?
2004.
2004. Very nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
Yes, I do believe it's wrong.
All right. Why so?
All right. Before I begin, I want to ask you a question. Why, when someone say that same-sex relationships are wrong because it causes a decrease in the population size, why do you tend to make the claim that if it's wrong, so does people within an infertile relationship?
Because they can't reproduce. Like, I'm guessing that you'd make the claim that it's wrong because it decreases the population in the sense that they can't reproduce from that relationship. But this is also true of me being in a relationship with an infertile woman, so therefore that must also be wrong.
But in the case of an infertile relationship, individuals cannot really, they do not have the ability to conceive, and they do not have control over contributing to decrease in population.
What are you saying that lesbian individuals wouldn't either? They don't control the fact that they're lesbian.
Well, no. All right, let me try to give an example.
And then even if they could, I still wouldn't be convinced that would make it wrong. Do you think it's wrong for me to get a vasectomy, sir?
No.
Okay, that is literally me. That is me making a choice. That is me making a choice, right, to decrease the population by restricting me from ever being able to reproduce. And you still don't think it's wrong.
I still believe there's a distinction.
Let's hear it.
Can I give an example?
I'm just interested in what the distinction is. Why isn't it wrong for me? Isn't it wrong for someone to get a vasectomy? But it is wrong to be in a lesbian relationship because you can't reproduce. There is no distinction between those things. That's just an example of you being logically inconsistent. But I'm interested in hearing your argument, so take it away.
All right, so let me give an illustration. All right, so for instance, you have a mother that accidentally drops her baby. While this action may be considered wrong, she did not intentionally contribute to the harm of the child. So in this scenario, the mother cannot be deemed wrong because her action was not intentional.
If it was negligent, absolutely, right? It's not the intention of drunk drivers to unalive people, but they're engaging in a negligent, risky activity. So of course, we're still going to say that they were wrong in doing so. But I still don't see how this would correlate to the topic. I mean, do you have anything else to say, man? I'm guessing not. I think gagged, I fear. All right. All right. Moving on to our next guest. Absolutely gagged, I fear. Let's go ahead and see what our next guest has to say, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to support me, my Venmo and my PayPal are in my bio. I'm still trying to recoup the $706 lost from the whatever podcast telling me to go LA and then saying, whoops, never mind, we're not reimbursing you. Anyways, hi, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 33 years old.
33. Do you think that being lesbian is wrong or immoral?
No, I personally don't. My opinion
Alrighty.
on it.
I appreciate you for coming up. We're going to move on to the next guest. Y'all, how would you feel about talking about like pivoting the conversation to Christianity? yeah, we're crowd fund starting for the whatever podcast being a-holes. Hi, how old are you?
26.
26, very nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
Yes.
Okay, why so?
Because they betray normal societal customs and cause political unrest for their own personal choices.
Okay, if I was a white man living in the U.S. 200 years ago, I'd be betraying societal customs and causing political unrest by saying we shouldn't enslave black people. Would that be wrong?
Not my problem now. It's 2024. Get colonized.
What? What? Did you just say get colonized? Not my problem?
What'd you say?
What did you just... So, if I was a white man in the U.S. 200 years ago, I would be causing political unrest by saying owning slaves is wrong. So, would it therefore be morally wrong for me to say that owning slaves is wrong 200 years ago as a white man? Right?
Oh, even though
Because it would
I
cause
personally,
political unrest.
even though I personally disagree with that statement, yeah, I would say so.
You'd say it would be more okay. So yeah, you think
I
that the
wouldn't
individual
agree with the statement. I would
Wait,
just
so
saying
you
back
think
then
that
it
the
would be
individuals in which
perceived that way.
Wait, so you think that the individuals in which like built the Underground Railroad, right, were doing something morally wrong because it was against social stigmas?
Listen, I don't know about no Underground Railroad, but
Right, and then additionally, we can even go back a little bit further. In societies 1,000 years ago, it was very typical for like 50-year-old men to marry like 6 through 9-year-old girls, right? That happened a lot of the time. So it would be like it would cause a lot of unrest to say that we probably shouldn't engage in intercourse with women under the age of 18. That would cause political unrest in societies 1,000 years ago. So would it be wrong to say that we should introduce an age of consent in that society?
in that society, based off my own personal opinion, I wouldn't say it's wrong to
Okay.
implement that. No, I
So that's
wouldn't
a
say that at
contradiction,
all.
though.
Because
That's
I
a
live in
contradiction, though, because-
2024, so I live off based on my personal viewpoints and the life experiences I've had in 2024. So at this point, I would say it's very wrong to date a child. I would never advise anyone date a child.
Wait, so you just said that it would be you just said it wouldn't be wrong for someone alive 1,000 years ago to say that we shouldn't engage in intercourse with like girls. but like this
Yeah,
would
but
cause
like
political
I'm
unrest. But
yeah,
we
but
see
like
that this would be a contradiction to your argument, because this is essentially why you're saying that being a lesbian is wrong today, right? And if you know what I mean? So it seems like we'd have a contradiction in this sense, and we could just like make your argument look
okay.
really crazy.
Well, here, that's a good point then. So let's take it and let's do it the opposite way. Let's say it was normal not to date children, and then somebody decided to start causing unrest to date children. Would you say that's okay?
That would be wrong, but not for the reason that it
all of a
causes
sudden.
No.
All of a sudden it's okay.
That
Oh.
would be wrong because that is grape, not because it causes unrest, right? The unrest is not relevant here.
Okay, well, what if it was a positive situation then? Then how would you feel?
There is never a positive situation of an adult sleeping with a minor.
No, I'm talking about, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if it was a completely different scenario, how would you feel?
What are you asking here?
I'm asking you if essentially it was somebody was causing unrest to maybe throw a party. Would you agree with the unrest then, or would you say unrest is bad?
I don't really I don't know. Like if they're throwing a party to like raise money for like the families in Palestine, that's good. If they're just throwing a party because they're a teenager and they want to get drunk, that's like kind of icky. Like I don't know what you're asking here. What I'm saying is that like a society's backlash to any given notion is not relevant in discerning if a particular action is wrong, right? Because if society has a really bad backlash, thank you so much for the 2-month sub. If a society has like a bad backlash to like a good ideology, right? Such as the idea that it's not okay to own slaves, it's okay to engage in same gender intercourse, it's not okay to sleep with minors, right? We don't care about the societal backlash because the people that are mad are in the wrong. And this is particularly what I'm saying in the context of being a lesbian, right? All of the people complaining, right, about sexual orientation, right, about same gender relations, they're just bigoted. They're wrong. Stay mad. I don't give a fuck. That's why the LGBTQ plus community exists. That's why social advocacy for the acceptance of these ideals exists. You're not making a good argument.
See, that
here.
would imply. See, like that's like a double entendre, because that would already imply that it was already morally correct to be lesbian to begin with.
And that is exactly what I'm saying. That is exactly what I'm saying. There's absolutely no reason. No, what I'm particularly saying is there's absolutely no reason.
It's correct to be lesbian.
There's no reason.
That's what you're saying.
Wait, I'm not taking the stance that it is morally good to be lesbian in the same way I don't take the stance that it's morally good to be straight. I don't think that there's moral associations with sexual orientation. They're not right, they're not wrong, they just are. In the same way that picking up a rock isn't right or wrong, it just is. So if you're going to make the positive claim that it's wrong, you have to give me the justification
right
for that.
then. Is that what you're saying, Dean? You're
Exactly. I'm saying it's not right. It's not wrong. It just is.
Well, somebody clip it and ship it. I think we got a bigot on our hands.
Okay, like how many brain cells do you have?
I mean, you just said it. The words come out of your mouth. I would suggest everyone report Dean's live at this minute.
Dude, I'm so sorry, man. I can't say anything further to you on that notion because I don't want to get the live taken down. What I'm saying is that sexual orientation is divorced from associations to morality. It's like I think that there's going to be two things that are required for something to be considered moral or immoral. First of all, that's going to be a rational actor making a decision, right? And second of all, it's going to be some type of impedance of suffering onto valuable life, right? And why we can't consider like to be like being a lesbian or possessing same-sex attractions to be right or wrong is because that isn't a rational actor making a decision, right? Being a lesbian is like having blue eyes. And then it also doesn't impact suffering onto anyone's quality of life. It doesn't meet the necessary criteria in which something must fulfill in order to be even considered in the realm of morality, right? But now that we've understand that, and we could get like your stupid, right, like emotionally appealing strawmans out of the way, give me the specific reason that it is wrong to be lesbian.
You basically just kind of misrepresented my whole point there, man.
I didn't misrepresent a point. I asked you a question. Why do you think it is morally wrong to be lesbian?
Yeah, you did misrepresent it.
How can a question misrepresent the point? I'm literally asking you the question that's behind me.
Because you went into the fact that being lesbian is a choice or not.
What the fuck? What?
You went into whether or not being lesbian was a choice or not.
And its particular fulfillment, right? On if we can consider.
That's not what I was stating.
That's
not why I said it was wrong to begin with. When I first came out.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about you or your opinions or your positions. I was particularly.
Then who are you fucking debating? Because I thought you were debating me and my opinion.
I was giving you my reason why we can't consider sexual orientations in the realm of morality.
Okay, well, that has nothing to do with my argument. I thought you were fucking.
Yes, it did. You
supposed to be
particularly
disparaging my
told
argument here.
you particularly told
You're arguing
people
someone
to
else.
block
I'm
and
not
report
arguing
me.
about whether or not it's a choice.
No,
or not.
Sandstorm. See, now you're backtracking. You told people to block and report me because I'm not saying it's morally right to be a lesbian. So then I gave you an entirely nuanced position on why sexual orientations are
No, that was
completely
just 'cause the
divorced
words
from
that
any
came out of your mouth.
association of moral concernment. You got dunked on, sir. You got
didn't
dunked
dunk on anything, Dean.
Right, that's
Dean,
fucking straight. I
Dean,
can.
Dean, you're
Damn
tucking that
straight.
little wee wee in between your legs right now.
So now you're getting emotional
and you're-
because your
no,
worldview
Dean.
has been destroyed and everything in which you said has been dog
Dean,
walked.
you haven't destroyed anything.
Okay,
You're
so
jumping
then
to
go get me.
conclusions,
Yeah,
Dean.
because
you
you
haven't
haven't
told
given me
one
much.
thing I've
Tell me
said
why
is
you think
wrong.
being a lesbian is
You
wrong.
just started telling me why you think it's not right, and I think that's pretty bigoted of you, Dean. But like, you shouldn't
So-
say that on live.
Yeah, Sandstorm. So now you're just you're being intentionally dishonest.
I'm not being
particularly
intentionally
gave-
dishonest. You have not disproven what I have said once. You
Yeah,
started
you,
going on
you
some
particularly
moral.
said that it was wrong.
You
to
just
be
started going into some fucking trauma dump about why you think it's not right. I need you to explain why I'm not right. I
Yeah.
don't care about that.
You said that being a lesbian is wrong because it causes social backlash. Being black in the United States of America caused social
No.
backlash.
I'm saying because of the choice they make afterwards to get into a relationship to force other people to accept their ideology. That is why it's wrong.
So wait, why is it wrong for two lesbians to be in a relationship?
Because they cause civil unrest. Because they
Okay.
force
Yeah,
everybody
but why
around
is
to
causing
believe
civil
what they
unrest
believe.
wrong?
Just what I just said.
Right, then also, right, two women being in a relationship isn't forcing others to believe what they believe. Sexual attractions are not beliefs. They're just attributes of a character. Like, for instance, if I walk up to you with my big blue eyes and you look in them, am I forcing you to believe anything? No. So
Well,
if you
if
see
you just
two
said
women
you
holding
walked
hands,
up
they're
to
not
me.
forcing you to believe anything.
You just walked up
they're
to me
just
before I
simply
had the
exerting their
chance to
sexual
walk away,
preferences.
so you're technically forcing me.
Forcing you to do what?
You just forced me to look in your eyes. You just walked up to me without
No,
me
you did that on your own
consciously-
accord.
No,
You
no,
probably
hang on,
liked
Dean.
it. Have you seen
I
the
didn't
studies
consciously make
associating
the choice to look in
homophobia
your
with
eyes, Dean.
being
You just walked up to me
homosexual?
and put your eyes right in mine. You just
Okay, dude,
eye graped
you're
me.
absolutely not
Dean.
getting the point.
No, that's not what that is.
So here's a point, right? So like when people say that like the LGBTQ plus community is like forcing their beliefs on others, I
Yes.
honestly just think that's very disingenuous because
It's
sexual
not.
Okay, man, I'm gonna go ahead and finish because sexual orientations are not a belief nor like an ideology. They're just an attribute of your character. There's nothing to force on you. Like, what are they forcing on you? What belief are they forcing on you?
For me to accept them whenever I can't understand it because I don't share the belief. How can I understand it if
So
I don't
you
share
hold
it?
the belief that it's wrong to be in a lesbian relationship. Why is it wrong to be in a lesbian relationship?
I've explained it like 6 times. So I gotta say
No,
it.
you haven't.
Okay, I'll say it again, Dean. I think it's wrong because of the civil unrest it causes if you don't particularly agree with the type of relationship they have.
Okay, so you're saying it's wrong because you don't agree with it. That's circular.
Yeah, guess a comment saying stop repeating yourself. I've tried to stop repeating myself. He keeps asking me the same question.
Yeah, you're saying it's wrong because you don't agree with it. That's a circular argument, sir. Try to add some nuance to your position.
No. I didn't say it's because I don't agree with it. I've literally said because of the way it affects the political climate and causes the civil unrest within our nation. Because if people don't accept your ideology, they're automatically a bigot loser, and everybody wants
Yes,
to.
absolutely true. Yeah, if you think that it's wrong to be lesbian, right, you are a bigot because there's absolutely no good
From your
reason to propone that
perspective, but,
ideology.
like, from my perspective,
no,
I
no,
allow
not
others
just
to
from my
live-
perspective, sir. Not just from my
Yes,
perspective.
from your
I'm
perspective.
stating objective facts of reality, and if you want to prove them wrong, you could fucking try. Here's my claim: there's absolutely no reason to consider same-gender relationships wrong or immoral in absolutely any sense, and it simply reduces to prejudice. The definition of prejudice, right, is a preconceived belief or opinion against a group of people without good reason. And my statement is not only do you lack good reason to have that preconceived notion that
provided
it's
the
wrong,
good
you don't have
reason.
any reason. No,
just provided it.
saying it causes social unrest is not good reason.
You're just not
in America,
accepting that as.
being black in America 200 years ago caused insane levels of social unrest. Was it wrong to be black in America 200 years ago, sir?
Why are you asking me irrelevant questions?
It's not irrelevant in the slightest.
You're
We're
trying to
testing
generate
your logic.
consistencies about inconsistent arguments.
You
They're
just
not
got
even the same
absolutely
thing.
gagged, sir. You're saying it's morally
No.
wrong because of the
I
social
got
unrest in
gagged
which it
because you fucking
causes.
muted
So
me.
we're testing your logic by applying it in another scenario where it's intuitively false, right? We cannot
In another
gauge...
scenario that's not even in the same playing field. You can't
Bro,
make
tell
the
me how an
comparison.
analogy works. Of course we can.
You're
What is the
saying
relevant
this is big
distinction?
for an orange, and then you set it next to an apple, and you're trying
What
to
is
make
the
the
relevant
comparison.
distinction?
Man, that is big for an
What
orange.
is the
but you're
relevant
comparing it to
distinction
an
between?
apple.
What is
You're
the
comparing it
relevant?
to an apple, Dean.
What is the relevant distinction between someone saying that it was wrong to be black because it causes social unrest, and you saying it's wrong to be a lesbian because it causes social unrest?
Because saying someone it's wrong to be black is actually wrong.
Okay, so then you'd say it is wrong to be lesbian is actually correct. So what
I'm
is the
saying
specific
it's
reason
wrong
and
to
why
be
am I
lesbian
incorrect?
because of the backlash that it causes when you don't agree with it. Why
Okay,
is
so
it so hard to wrap your mind
if the
around, Dean?
reason okay,
Dean, come on, man.
so you're saying it's wrong because it causes social unrest. So then you'd have to apply this in the scenario of like being black causing social unrest as well. But you don't, so therefore you have a logical contradiction. I mean, how about we just give like a more intuitive example? You're saying that these two things are completely separate and apart from one another, right? It's like comparing apples to oranges. So first of all, they're not. You just don't have the ability to abstractly think and understand the analogy, but I'll give you a more intuitive analogy, right? In the 1970s and 80s, the social unrest caused by interracial marriage was insane. I'm gonna be the first to tell you that caused insane amount of backlash. And you know what they were told? They were told that they were bigoted. They were told that they were in the wrong. In the same way, people that don't like lesbian marriage today are told they're a bigot and told they're in the wrong. So would you say that interracial marriage was wrong in the U.S. in the 1970s and 80s?
I don't know. I wasn't alive back then.
It literally yielded the same exact fucking outcomes, sir. So go ahead and tell me.
I don't know. I wasn't alive back then. I couldn't tell you if it was wrong or right.
Was the
I've never
Holocaust wrong?
experienced it. I've never experienced the
Was the
Holocaust.
Holocaust
either.
was the Holocaust wrong?
I never experienced it. I
That's
don't know
not what I
that.
asked you. Was the Holocaust morally wrong?
What's a Holocaust? I don't.
Yeah,
What's that?
yeah, the genocide of Jewish individuals in the context of Germany in the 1930s and 40s. But you know what the
Sounds
Holocaust
rough.
is, so don't.
Sounds rough. I don't know what that is. I never experienced it, so I
Okay,
couldn't
I'm
tell
gonna.
you.
Yeah. Okay. Was
Listen,
the
you want to
Holo-
be
Wait,
disingenuous?
you can't tell me
I'll
that
be
the Holocaust was
disingenuous.
wrong. Wait.
You would be a disingenuous little cuck. I'll do the same shit, dude.
So see what I mean? You
could do the same
can't
all day.
wait. You can't answer my questions. You're getting intellectually dunked on.
No,
and
you're
now
not
I've reduced
intellectually
you down to
dunking on.
saying
You just
that you
keep naming a
you're
bunch of
necessar-
different points of references that have to do with unrest, and then telling me that's why I think that being lesbian's wrong. That's not why I think being lesbian's wrong.
Yeah, you told me that the reason in which you think like lesbian marriage is wrong is because it causes social unrest, and then like the people that are upset about it.
Yeah,
are
but
called
then
bigots.
you're basically inferring that all social unrest is unequivocally equal. That there is no up or down. There is no good social unrest. There's no bad social unrest. You're
So-
basically equating it all to the
I
same.
have a question. So why wasn't interracial marriage in the 70s wrong, even though it caused these same outcomes?
Couldn't tell me. Wasn't alive back then.
So that's a logical contradiction, sir. You're essentially special plea, and this is why I say that you're just prejudiced.
I'm not prejudiced. I don't care
Yeah, you are.
specifically that they're lesbian. I like lesbians. I think they're hot, but like, I
Yeah,
just
so
don't
yeah,
agree with
so
it.
you're gonna call it wrong, hold your prejudice, but then sexualize them. That's disgusting.
That's
Absolutely
not
despicable.
disgusting. You're just fucking jealous, Dean.
What,
You're
wait,
just
what am
jealous.
I?
You
What am
can't
I
tell the
jealous
world how
of? A
much
man
you
in his
love
mid, a
lesbians
man in
and
his mid
problems.
30s making like 30K a year without a family, without
Mid-30s.
anyone that he loves.
Mid 30s and 30K, dude. I made 30K last month, Dean.
by doing what? By like transporting like these rare minerals mined by children across the world. You're probably into some
What
fuck
the
shit,
fuck,
dude.
Dean?
You're
What
probably
kind
into
of
some
sick
fuck
shit you got in
shit.
the head that you dream about at night. You fucking Rockefeller, you got all these business ideas up in your head and shit.
No, just with the ideologies in which you've shared to us on the live up until the point, you're probably into some fuck shit like that. But here's my specific.
I am
statement.
into some freaky shit, Dean. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, we could tell. So yeah, the fact that you wouldn't say that interracial marriage was wrong in the context of the 1970s and 80s disproves your argument, because this would be contradictory to the position in which you've given us in the context of
It's
like
not.
same-sex marriage.
It's not contradictory. You're making
It is.
unequal connections to
No,
these.
no, it's literally
Yes,
not at all. We are
insane.
comparing interracial marriage in the 70s to lesbian marriage
Who's
today.
comparing that? I'm not saying that. No
Sir,
one's
what's
making
an
that
analogy?
connection but you. You're
Define
making the
analogy.
comparison.
Define analogy.
Analogy? I'm not going to define analogy. I don't have a Webster's on hand. I'm not
Okay.
gonna sit
How
here
many
and Google
continents
shit.
are there?
Isn't there like fucking 5 or something? 7?
Yeah, that's what the fuck I thought. 5 continents. We're gonna go to move on to the next guest. Y'all, I had to drop him because I don't want to get banned for like saying some fuck shit to him. I need to calm down. Hi Nate, how old are you?
Is he okay? That was a lot.
That fucking was a lot, Nate. That was a lot.
I just want to say I'm 21, by the way. Nice to meet you. Hi.
Nice to meet you as well. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
No.
Beautiful, Nate. Hey,
I'm just gonna be here to say what the fuck was that, and have a great night.
That's fair, Nate. That's fair. Have a good rest of your day. W day. I think we needed that. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. We're gonna move on to our next guest. W Nate. Y'all, if you want to support me, my Venmo and my PayPal are in my bio. I'm currently just trying to recoup the money that I spent to fly out to LA for the whatever podcast that I never got back because they canceled on me and told me that they weren't reimbursing me. By the way, y'all, Brian texted me back. He said he's not reimbursing me. So fucked up. Hey, Brett, how old are you?
Oh, can you hear me?
Sure can. What is your age?
Well, I believe in a certain thing. And I know we all believe in certain things, right?
You're okay, what age?
So, if lesbian was a thing, or whatever it
If
was, a certain
lesbians
thing,
exist, what?
you please let me talk, please? Well, why is it
Sure.
Adam and Eve and not two guys or two girls' names at the same time? I don't know what you believe in, and I don't care what you believe in.
He reminds me of like one of those like NPCs from GTA. You guys know what I mean?
Well, okay, so let
Like,
me go with this.
chat, you know what I mean? But anyways, all right.
A lot of people say, prove this to me, prove that to me.
Can I give you an argument, sir? So what we see in the context of the Bible is if you like accept like the story of Adam and Eve as being like literal history, well, you run into some big issues because the Bible gives us the supposed genealogy.
A lot of that is thrown out of the Bible.
So the Bible gives us a lot of the genealogy, the supposed like family tree from Adam to Jesus, right? Thank you for the Divasat. And you could date this back to about 6,000 years. So if you think that the story of Adam and Eve was literal, you'd think that the earth is 6,000 years old, which we obviously know is not the case because of sedimentary rock layering, right? Because of carbon dating, all right? And other forms of dating things such as rocks and artifacts, right? So we can therefore conclude that it wasn't Adam and Steve, but it also wasn't Adam and Eve. I don't even see why I need to. It's just such an NPC argument. Brett, you have to click on your profile picture and click the icon of the mic to unmute yourself. I muted you because you were interrupting me, and I just didn't feel like telling you.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Like,
You're good.
I mean, I see all y'all talking about this stuff, and I'm like, wow. I feel sorry for y'all, all y'all kids. Like, I really do. Like,
Okay, are you gonna respond to my argument? I literally gave you.
my bad. Your argument was like very like low key to where
Amy, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. W Amy in the chat. Thank you for the love. Continue.
It was low key. I'm sorry I didn't respond. So go again. I'm sorry. It was that low key.
Mary, I appreciate
here, so.
Mary, I appreciate you so much for the $25 on Venmo. Yo, W Mary in the chat. Huge W Mary in the chat for the $25 on Venmo. That's absolutely so kind of you. Absolutely massive W Mary in the chat. Mary, you just brought me fucking dinner, fucking breakfast tomorrow, half a tank of gas. Mary, I love you. Thank you so much for the support. I really couldn't do this without y'all's support, especially after what just happened in LA. I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much, Mary, and thank you, Amy. And thank you for everyone else showing some love. And Ben Lee with the galaxy.
What did I do? Oh,
thank you for the love. What's up? How old are you?
Do I have to be a specific age?
Yes. How old are you?
Oh, I'm 17.
Well, you could have just like lied and said that you were 18. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next guest. I honestly would have let it slide, but we're gonna go and move on to the next guest. What happened to LA? I spent $700 flying out there to go on the whatever podcast because they invited us on, and then they ended up canceling on us the day of and are not reimbursing me. So, it really fucked up. Hey, Jordan, how old are you?
Hey, I'm 29, man. How's it going?
It's going all right. Actually, going a lot better now. I think my updoor neighbors just started, 420ing, right, with the mail.
Oh, yeah.
And it's coming through my window right now. It smells pretty good. Anyways, do you think that being lesbian is wrong or immoral?
Fuck no. I just wanted to say, like, you proved your point, like, tenfold, man. Like, people don't know what they're saying, and I was starting to listen to the other conversation you were having with that first guy. I was like, oh my God, man, you got it so wrong. Like, you're spitting like such bullshit. Like, what the hell? So,
well, Jordan, man, I appreciate you for coming up, and I hope that you have a good rest of your night. All right.
Thanks a lot, bro. Take
Yeah,
care.
of course, bro. W guess. Yo! Hey, thank you so much for the $22 on Venmo. Let's get some massive W Jamies in the comment section. Thank you so much for all the love, Jamie. You, Mary, Amy, all of you guys are showing so much love. Jamie, thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone show Jamie some love. What's up, Jose? How do you?
Yeah. You feel me?
Okay, so that was like barely English. Moving on to our next guest here, guys. Let's go ahead and see what our next guest has to say. Let's go ahead and see what they have to say. Moving on to our next individual. Let's go ahead and get Sunshine up here. All right, they didn't load in. Moving on. Let's go and get Angela up here. Yo! Cam! With the Interstellar! Holy shit! Yo! Y'all are showing so much love tonight. W Cam in the comment section right now. Nothing but W Cams for at least the next 10 minutes, y'all. Cam, I just hit you with a follow, brother. Thank you so much for the love. W fucking Cam. Holy shit, I do not deserve this love. Y'all have been absolutely so generous today. Cam, I didn't deserve that love in the slightest. You're being so generous. W Cam, y'all. Thank you so much for the love. And Alana, thank you for the $1 on Venmo. W Cam in the chat until this debate is over at least. Thank you so much. What's up? How old are you?
I'm 22.
22, very nice. Do you think that being lesbian is wrong or immoral?
No, I just wanted to come on here and say real quick, as
Angela, I love you, but we are just looking for opposition here, guys. Keep in mind that we are just looking for some debates. I really hope, I wish that my friendly people wouldn't join the guest request so I didn't have to kick people like that. Hey, how old are you?
18.
18, nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Okay, why so?
It's just wrong in the Bible.
In the Bible? I'd put like $500 on the idea that you couldn't name one verse that would say so. Okay, so she left. So I'm gonna just go ahead and take the guess that she couldn't name that. Ben Lee, thank you so much for the galaxy. Thank you for the love. Hey, how old are you?
21.
21, very nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
Yes.
Okay, why so? Wait, are you driving?
No, I'm in the passenger seat.
All right, so yeah, why do you think it's wrong? Ben, thank you so much for the $5 on Venmo. W Ben, go for it.
It's just, it's against the Bible, and it's not
Okay.
traditional.
Yeah, can you name one verse of the Bible in which would say being a lesbian is wrong, or anything with like same gender attractions?
Man shall not date man.
Yeah,
I think
what
it would
verse
go
is
for
that?
women shall not date women too.
What verse of the Bible says that?
Jeremiah 4:18.
So you just lied. So actually, the only verses that talk about it in the Bible are in Leviticus, Genesis, Romans, Corinthians, and Timothy.
That's what I
Sarah, thank you so much for the love. So when you say Jeremiah, you mean you're just talking out of your ass?
contradicted yourself. So just so you know, you just contradicted yourself.
No, I didn't. What was the
You
contradiction?
did. You just contradicted yourself.
What was the contradiction?
I said Therian, you said Jeremiah.
What? Say that again?
And so that's the contradiction.
What's the contradiction?
I said Therian, you were the one who said Jeremiah, not me.
Okay, I think that they're just kind of spewing. We're gonna move on to our next guest. Feel free to re-request when you're not in the car. She said Jeremiah. Yeah, she was trying to gaslight me like my ex. Hey, how old are you?
I'm 19, brother.
Nice, Bill. Okay. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
I don't, but send this man $1. He needs to be reimbursed for his trip. Love you, Dean. My girlfriend loves you.
I appreciate you, Bill. W Bill, y'all. Let's go to get our next guest up in here. We're probably gonna do one more debate before we head over to Parker's. We're gonna be co-hosting with him for a while. Hey, what's up? How old are you?
Hey.
Hey. It's very calming. How old are you? Yeah.
22.
Lex, thank you so much for the $15 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Lex. Yo, W Lex in the comment section. That's so kind of you. Crazy W Lex. You guys are being so kind to me today. Y'all are seriously helping me reimburse the travel expenses that I lost because of the podcast. Thank you, Lex. So do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
I think it's immoral.
All right, why so?
Because I'm a lesbian and I love women.
Oh, I think that there's a language barrier here. So immoral essentially means like wrong, but if you're just like saying like moral in the sense that it's not wrong, it's good, why we
Yeah.
agree. I appreciate you so much for coming up. I hope that you have a good rest of your night. W guest. We're gonna move on to our last guest, guys. Probably one more guest before we do switch over. And Lex, once again, thank you so much for the love. Slay W. Hey, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 18.
18. What year were you born in?
2005.
Okay. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
I think being a lesbian is absolutely fine.
Okay, so what's been like something I've been reiterating for a while here? Like, don't join if you don't think it's wrong. So I am gonna move on to the next guest, but I do appreciate you for coming up. Alrighty, let's go and see what our next guest has to say. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 21.
Nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong or immoral?
I think it's quite wrong.
Embarrassing.
Embarrassing?
Yeah, you heard me.
Okay.
I didn't stutter. So why do you think it's wrong?
Because in the Bible, so one of the first sins that was committed was a woman that ate. And I think that she ate some good coochie. So
You waited 45 minutes in the guest request for that. You waited 45 minutes in the guest request for that.
I'm sorry.
You know what? Don't even apologize. You worked for that shit. All right, guys. I don't think we're really getting any more debates over here. We're gonna go ahead and head over to Parker's stream. We're gonna be co-hosting with him for a while. Does someone want to drop at Parker's in the comment section? We're just gonna be going over there, co-hosting and debating with him. So it's gonna be a fun night, y'all. So drop Parker's in the comment section so I could pin it, and we could go over there. Yeah, because for whatever reason, we're just not really getting any debates, but that's fine. We will in Parker's stream. So everyone type this into your TikTok search bar. If you already follow Parker, you know where you're going. Just go to Parker's account. If you don't, he's a great guy. We're going to do some co-hosts. I want every single one of y'all, all 1.8 thousand, to go over there and spam Dean Raid in the comment section. What's up, Ben? Even if you're not really planning on watching it for too long, at least go over to his stream so we could help boost his numbers. So let's just all go raid him, even if you don't really plan on staying for too long. I'll see you guys there. Adios.